Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Jota Home Inspections. We're here today at 68 South 7th Street in Tooele doing a sewer scope. We've got the camera pushed all the way out to what looks like the main line, the city connection, is what it looks like to me down below. We're going to pull back now and record it and see what we find. So you'll notice there's a fair amount of standing water and debris. I'm hoping it's not going to cover my lens too bad. Sometimes I can clean a little bit of it off. That standing water isn't good. That means that you might not have proper grade. This area has more debris than standing water, but you'll notice in some areas it's probably going to go completely underwater where we're not going to be able to see anything, like right there. That's a belly. Bellies like this can make it harder for solids to drain, and that can eventually lead to a backup. Also, when we have standing water like that, it makes it harder for me to see exactly what's going on with the line. I would inquire with the sellers if they've ever had issues with the line backing up in the past. You know, just because there's debris doesn't mean that they've had problems, but it's an indication that it's more likely to have problems in the future. Having a hard time determining what type of pipe this is. On the right hand side of the screen, it looks like the line is almost pinched. I'm wondering if it's possible that this is a type of pipe called Orangeburg. Orangeburg was a type of pipe that was almost like cardboard, and it would eventually kind of collapse in on itself. It's not a great type of pipe to have if that is what it is. If it is Orangeburg, I would recommend, not a lot of good drainage right there. I can't tell what that is on the top of the pipe. If it is Orangeburg, what happens is it's kind of like a thick cardboard, and eventually will just start to collapse. Kind of like what we're seeing on the screen right there. I don't know if those are tree roots, or if that's the pipe kind of closing in on itself, or if it's just debris. So it's just this little area right here. I actually had a hard time pushing my camera through that area. I had to run some water to get through it. With the way that is right there, I would not be surprised if that were to back up. Eventually solids can get caught right there, and then once they start to collect, that can get clogged. Looks like this is PVC, at least a little section of it. And then this is cast iron. Cast iron eventually starts to flake off really bad. This looks pretty decent still. Eventually cast iron will need to be replaced. But it looks like this section of cast iron in the house is doing okay. What I would recommend with this line is to have a specialist look at it and to clean out that area and determine if that is actually Orangeburg, or what's blocking the pipe right there, what was making it so hard for me to get my camera through, where it was kind of closing in at about 26 feet out, and then go from there. But I definitely would have a specialist figure out what's caused that and what type of repair needs to be made, or if a replacement of that line or a section of the line needs to be made. So I'm going to end this recording now.